I've written a book called Sustaining Simplicity, a journal. And it's a very personal story about a year in my life, living my version of the simple life. The way that we live our lives is the way that we can express our faith in the world. For me, the bottom line of simple living is living intentionally, in understanding that the way that you choose to live has consequences in the world. And especially if you're a person of faith, to understand that the way you live is your opportunity to live out your belief. My version of the simple life is a big city version of the simple life. The biggest thing I think that differentiates me from most people is that I don't own a car. And I can live without a car because I live in Chicago. We forget that we can ride bikes. We forget that we can carpool or take a train. I am a writer. There's a lot of paper lying around. I've never figured that out. There's probably a little less furniture and a little less stuff than what other people have. There isn't a microwave, in part because the kitchen's so small. I don't know where I'd put a microwave, so I never got one. There is a TV, but with this big shift in television that's coming up next January, I don't know that I'm going to bother to buy a new one. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the front porch on my chair with my coffee, and all of a sudden the big truck and trailer pulls up, and for the next half hour it's nothing but noisy two-stroke engines. It ruins the serenity of a morning. Probably faith came first, and simple living came as I realized what it meant to me to have less and spend less, in understanding that the larger implications of a culture that moves us beyond instant gratification to something we can't even name. It's so fast and instant. It's a subject that matters a lot to me, and since the book's been published, I've been invited to present at different kinds of church events or educational events. I'm committed to making those presentations because this is a subject I feel strongly about and I want to share. Clothes don't matter to me, so I don't spend a lot on clothing. I don't buy very much because I feel like I have enough already. Having time with my son, having time with friends and the community living around me, those were all things that were more necessary for me than a bigger space or a big car or other big things. Abundance is a word that's used a lot in the church. It's defined often theologically in ways that are hard to grasp for a regular person. So it's no wonder that our own version of abundance went from plenty of food and lots of love and family to lots of stuff. And I think that where God has a unique angle on the simple living conversation is our faith, the gospel, hold up starkly different choices that we could be making. And somehow there's a disconnect between the choices that we're exhorted to make on Sunday and the choices that we make Monday through Friday.